New arm in the circle for TLU. They'll turn to the SCAC Pitcher of the Year, Caitlin Howard, for the second time in this regional. Caitlin yesterday in her start against Trinity. Caitlin was true to form. She threw 5 innings, 3 runs on 5 hits, all of them coming rather late. And Huntington's going to go to the bench and turn to Savannah Sims, the freshman outfielder from Decatur, Alabama, to try and create a spark here in the top of the 6th inning. She'll hit for Kinley Hutto. We've seen this a couple of times from Coach Kritzberg. See what she pulls out now. Amaya Womack was the first of these, and it worked out rather well. Amaya has driven in the only run today for the Hawks.
A little different situation here going against arguably the ace of the rotation, but Howard, too, now having some issues with that buzz ban that had been implemented a few years ago.
Schmidt on this club. 1-2 from Howard. She got her outside. The ace has shown up in the building. A punch out for Caitlin Howard.
And number 86 on the year with that punch out. And I think that what you're really truly seeing here is the difference between a team that's made the regional back-to-back and a team in Texas Lutheran that's made the regional now 11 straight times.
Championship DNA matters this time of the year. TLU is the living embodiment of it. So Cameron Miller will take her second at bat, being re-entered after Amaya Womack came through with the base hit. Slaps this back to the circle, and an easy play for Howard.
I mean, just trying to make anything happen, and totally understandable. You know that the outs really are not on your side right now, but just trying to grasp at anything to try to turn this game.
Peyton Gilchrist has hit a couple of balls in the air today, retired both times. 4 for 11 now on the weekend. She has been a warrior behind the plate as well. Her post-game availability yesterday, her arm drenched in ice packs.
Yeah.
Needing to make sure she was ready to go today. No complaints from her. She was happy just to play another day.
And you love to see that from essentially one of the captains of your team, being behind the plate, making sure everything runs. And she has been steady this entire tournament. You figured that she's due, but if it was her third time against Joy, I would have said something different. But
Gilchrist fights it off into right. McMahon will have to play it on a hop. They try to get the out at first, but Gilchrist able to notch another base hit.
I was just about to say, against Howard, it was going to be a more difficult situation, but instead, she still was due, and she came through.
Birch takes a strike.
Yeah. Not afraid to go with the unexpected. I respect Coach Schishenberg with this.
Birch, a .273 hitter. A pair of doubles this year for Katie. She swings through strike 2. Now all those very business-like TLU fans starting to hinge a little bit more on each pitch. Howard's ready. The 0-2 to Birch. Thought about it. Vanette tried to sell it outside.
Yeah, totally understandably so, trying to get her to chase a pitch like that just to get out of the inning, but still lots of room to work with here. Even if she does get on with those 2 outs, nothing panicking for the Bulldogs.
Same location, and credit to Birch. She's been able to hold up on back-to-back pitches. 2-out base hit by Peyton Gilchrist. Maddie Grace Hubbard followed suit. This is a Huntington team that just has not gone away. A very hittable pitch, and Birch was able to get her bat to it. 2-2.
Yeah,
It remains.
By that, I was thinking maybe something more off speed, something you could try to make her chase one more time before getting a clean swing on it. But good battle here at the plate to make it back 2-2.
Coach Kritzberg hoping for another sub to pay off. One thing she is a tough at-bat.
Yeah, going against the conference best arm and not shying away from the moment. Knows her season and her team season on the line.
Less than a 15% strikeout rate this year for Katie. Howard looking for her second. Chopped in front of the plate. I think he either got a piece of her. It was. It's another long at bat. Caitlin Howard was not thrown into an easy spot. Wade Wilson now hoping for an explanation.
Seems to be pleased enough with it. Wasn't a very long conversation. Birch has been protecting both sides of the plate. It's been a good at-bat, but can she get this out of the infield?
Hasn't been able to get Birch to chase yet. Will she on 2-2? Swing and a miss upstairs, she did. Caitlin Howard strikes out 2 in the 6th. And TLU 3 outs away from another regional championship. We'll go to the bottom half of the 6th in Seguin on NCAA.com. 8 seniors along this Huntington roster that are trying to play for at least one more game and create some magic. Caitlin Howard thought she had strike 3. She has a decent argument.
And you even heard it from the crowd. They haven't made too much noise in this game, but even they wanted to strike out there.
2-2 to Lawrence. Poked over the head of Kaylee Clark. How about that for Ellie Lawrence? That dugout could not be happier for any senior. That has meant so much to this Huntington program. Ellie keeps things alive in the 7th.
Yeah, you know how it is. We're impartial, but I do have a smile on my face just to see her come in through that big moment and be able to collect one more memory for the mental scrapbook.
And Kate Dinkle has 3 memories just today. 3 for 3 on the ground to second. Kaylee Clark steps on the bag for 1. On to second. It's a double play. If she couldn't do enough with the bat, Kaylee Clark shows off the leather. The Bulldogs are an out away. Caitlin Howard has been tremendous since entering in the 6th. Goes off speed on her first offering. It's downstairs and low. Huntington spending nearly the entire season in the top 25. Another 30-win season for Coach Kritzberg, and the legacy well earned. 2-1.
Yeah, former back-to-back coach of the year, and I can see why. Really had this team ready to play this afternoon. And it just makes me wonder, if they were able to get a second look at this Bulldogs team, how much better they would fare in that second go-around.
Howard's 2-1 is fouled away, and a strike away. Texas Lutheran, a season ago, swept through their regional, defeating Ithaca at the time, number 21, trying to do it again with back-to-back regional wins where they have to knock off another top 25 team. The 2-2 from Caitlin Howard. Popped away.
Just waiting for that moment. You just feel like it's all going to culminate right here with one good Caitlin Howard pitch. But maybe Ruda can keep this game alive for one more swing in the sunshine. So much on the line.
Rudick is 0 for 3. Another 2-2 from Caitlin Howard on the ground. Gloved by Kaylee Clark. Another brick laid on the foundation of a dynasty. Texas Lutheran sweeps the Seguin Regional, going back to the Supers in back-to-back years.
Let's go! Woo!
A workmanlike effort, the word that comes to mind is dominant when you're talking about TLU.
As good as advertised, and it wasn't just the home cooking either. They earned this right to host the regional. They're looking at possibly hosting a super regional for the second time. And credit all due to that coaching staff. Coach Wade Wilson had this team ready to play. They executed well each and every time, and The superstars shine super bright even here in the daylight in Seguin for the Bulldogs this weekend.
And a game that concludes at 12:55. Game that took nearly 2 hours. Huntington was a pest the entire way through. Their outstanding campaign comes to an end at 33-12. TLU improves to 41-4 and now can kick up their feet till they find out if they are hosting. One would think so, with them being the higher national seed from anybody in the Waverly Regional. That game right now sitting in the bottom of the sixth with Redlands trailing, so they might be able to head back to the locker room and see who they're going to face and watch it as a team.
We're moving on up.